Good morning, children. This is Shival speaking. Children, as of now, we have been dealing with a lot of chapters which are coming in exam, as well as we have completed the syllabus for midterm examination. So, children, here in this video, we are going to have a discussion on a very important chapter of the syllabus of mathematics, that is about congruence of triangle. Congruence of triangle. Now you might getting confused hearing this term congruence. Sir, what is it? You are hearing it for the first time. Yes, children, I know you are hearing it for the first time. The meaning of this word congruence is similar. When two things are absolutely similar and can hide each other are known as congruent objects. For an example, children, I'm having two biscuits from same packet. Suppose there is a biscuit packet, okay, suppose Britannia. So I'm just taking out the biscuits of the packet. So of course all the biscuits will be of same size and shape. So if I place one biscuit on another, I'll not be able to see the behind one. If I look at front, I won't be able to see the biscuit which is behind the behind the biscuit, the first biscuit, because all the biscuits, both the biscuits, they can hide each other. All right. More examples I can say. Suppose, children, if I have got like two cell phones of same brand and same model, right? And if I need a cover, so can the the cover of back cover of another brand mobile phone will be fitting into it? Of course not. I need the back cover of that brand only. All right. So what does it mean? The cover or the cell phones, two cell phones are of congruent objects. There are congruent objects. There are so many congruent objects can be seen around the nature around us. Suppose I have two maths NCERT books of class 7. So this is class 7 maths book and there is another maths book of class 7 NCERT. So if I make a pile of these books, if I place one and on, so if I look at a top view of the book, I'll not be able to see I'll not be able to count how many books are there. Okay, children. So this is how we can distinguish or we can understand the congruent objects very nicely. All right. So congruent means absolutely similar. For an example, children, I have taken two circles. The radius, both the radius are of 5 centimeter. It's 5 centimeter and this is also 5 centimeter. So children, both the circles or the cutouts of the circles are congruent of each other. They can hide each other. All right. Suppose, children, I have taken two triangles of exact same measure. This is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. This is an equilateral triangle. I have taken another triangle of 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Both the triangles are congruent triangles. They can hide each other. All right. So there are some properties, children, by which we can understand the rules of congruences. What are those? The rules of congruences I'll be teaching you all in the next video in details about side angle side, SAS, then angle side angle. Okay, next is side side side, and next one is right RHS, means right angle, hypotenuse and one side. Right angle, hypotenuse and one side. Using these four properties of similarities, we can define the rules of congruency. I hope it's clear, absolutely clear to everybody as of now what is the rules of congruencies and all. Let us understand the question number 1, children. In question number 1, two line segments are congruent. When two line segments can be congruent? When the lengths are same, because line segment do not have width. Line segment is a kind of a thing which do not have any width or a breadth, which has got only length. Suppose this length is 10 centimeter and this length is 10 centimeter. So both the line segments, they are congruent line segments, or they are congruent with each other because they do not have any width. We only make comparisons with their length. Number B is about, among two congruent triangles, one has a measure of 70 degree, the measure of other angle is, suppose children, there is a triangle, this angle is 70 degree, and there is another triangle said to be congruent. These two are congruent, means they can hide each other. So if this angle is 70, this one has to be 70. The corresponding side of this angle is this one, which is 70 degree only. Because why? Because they are congruent triangles and they can hide each other. Understand, children? Okay. Next one. When we write angle A is equal to angle B, what we actually mean? Suppose children, name of this angle is angle A and name of this angle is angle B. When we can say angle A is equal to angle B? When they are equal. Equal means they are congruent. When these two angles are congruent, then only we can say they are equal in measure. All right. So these rules of corresponding angles and sides of congruent triangles, I'll be explaining in details in the next video. So I hope it's very clear to everyone. As of now, I could have been able to give you a little idea about the rules of congruencies or what is congruent objects. So till then, thank you so much, children. Please try out these questions of fill in the blanks and all in your classwork copy, and do submit this work in the Google Classroom. Till then, thank you so much. Bye bye, take care, and have a nice day.